Beneath the still black waters of a Scottish loch, something stirs. For centuries, whispers have echoed across the Highlands. Tales of a creature, older than legend, hiding just below the surface. They call it Nessie, a monster, a myth, but for some, a terrifying reality. Eyewitnesses speak of a long, serpent-like figure gliding through the mist. Photographs emerge, footage leaks, and yet the truth slips further into shadow. Tonight we dive deep into one of the world's most enduring mysteries, a story of obsession, fear, and something lurking in the depths of Loch Ness. Welcome back to Surrey Supernatural. If you're new here or returning for more chilling tales, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and helps me bring you more creepy content from the shadows. Loch Ness, a breathtaking stretch of water nestled in the heart of the Scottish Highlands. Spanning nearly 23 miles, it's fed by the River Ness and cloaked in both mist and mystery. On the surface it is a place of serene beauty, but beneath it may conceal something far more unsettling. For generations people have whispered of a creature that defies explanation, a being that has haunted this loch for over 1,000 years. The first recorded sighting of the Loch Ness Monster, or Nessie as she is affectionately known, dates all the way back to the 6th century. The story involves an Irish saint by the name of St Columba. According to legend, St Columba ordered one of his monks to swim across the loch to retrieve a boat. The monk dutifully obeyed, but halfway across, something terrifying happened. A monstrous creature rose from the depths, roaring and charging towards him. Columba, watching from the shore, raised his hand and shouted, "Go no further, do not touch the man, go back." And just like that, the creature vanished beneath the waves. Over the centuries, Nessie has been spotted many times, but interestingly, she's never known to attack anyone. Sightings remained sporadic until the 20th century, when something changed. In 1933, a London surgeon captured what would become the most iconic image of Nessie, a grainy photograph showing a creature with a long neck rising from the water. When published in the Daily Mail, it caused an immediate sensation. Soon after, circus Bertram Mills saw a golden opportunity. He offered a £20,000 reward, the equivalent of over £2 million a day, to anyone who could capture the monster alive and deliver it to his circus. No one ever claimed the prize, but the stunt drew crowds of tourists, monster hunters and the curious alike. The legend had officially exploded into pop culture. Some speculate, however, that Mills' own circus elephants, kept by the loch in the summer, might have been mistaken for Nessie as they bathed their trunks and heads poking above the water. But even that theory couldn't kill the myth, because Nessie refused to vanish. In 1951, a forestry worker named Lachlan Stewart, who lived right by the loch, claimed to see 3 strange humps breaking the water surface. He sprinted back into his house, grabbed his camera and managed to snap a single photo before the shutter jammed. Despite capturing just one image, the photo gained widespread publicity, held by believers as further proof that Nessie was real. As the decades rolled on, interest in the monster only intensified. In 1961, the Loch Ness Phenomena Investigation Bureau was formed, a formal effort to uncover the truth. Over the years, 2 submarines were even brought in to aid the search. One sub, named Pisces, dove near Castle Urquhart, an area where the loch reaches depths of about 950 feet. During its descent, it discovered a large underwater cavern. Could this be the hidden chamber and be the home of Nessie? Then came one of the most bizarre attempts to attract the monster. In 1975, 4 firefighters from Hemel Hempstead travelled to Loch Ness with a unique plan. They believed Nessie must be male, since most monsters, they reasoned, seem to be so. They constructed a papier-mâché Lady Nessie measuring a staggering 300 feet long. She came complete with false eyelashes, makeup, and even a pre-recorded mating call, all in the hopes of luring the real monster to the surface. Unfortunately, the mating call turned out to be a walrus call, not exactly seductive for a mythical lake creature. To make matters worse, a sudden gust of wind blew the lady straight into a jetty. Her rear end was flattened on impact, and the fireman's platen ended in soggy, slightly ridiculous defeat. In 2017, a laboratory technician named Gordon Holmes filmed what he described as a large black object around 45 feet long, moving swiftly through the loch. The footage aired on BBC Scotland and STV's North Tonight, drawing significant attention. But skeptics were quick to point out the flaw. Without any fixed reference point in the video, it was impossible to measure the size or speed of the object. The mystery deepened, but no solid conclusions were reached. In 2011, a boat captain captured a sonar image showing a 49-foot object following its vessel for several minutes. Hopes rose, but were soon dashed. A year later, the creature was confirmed to be nothing more than a bloom of algae. And yet, Nessie remains one of the world's most enduring mysteries. And in an age where science explains almost everything, there's something oddly comforting, even magical, about the unknown. About believing there may still be something out there, lurking in the depths. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. It really helps your channel grow. And until next time, stay spooky.